Welcome to the Calculus, a collection of micro lectures, video lessons, and sample exercises. This time, let's illustrate the power rule for antidifferentiation. This rule is very basic and it encompasses all the rest of the rules. Now we know that for a certain function, let's say f of x here, its antiderivative is a capital F of x if it satisfies the given condition that the derivative of your f of x, the capital letter 1, with respect to x will be equal to your original function f of x. I'm showing this again because this rule will be proven as part of this video. Now, the power rule is in this form. Okay? The power rule is for all functions f of x expressed as x to the power of n. Okay? But this time, this is where n is not equal to -1. Because we also have a different rule if our n is equal to -1. So, the power rule states in this manner, the antiderivative or the integral of our given function f of x dx, which stands for the integral of your x to the power of n with respect to x, is equivalent to, this is its rule, x to the power of n plus 1 over your n plus 1, the total of your exponent, and of course, let's not forget, plus c. This is the power rule for antidifferentiation. Now, let's try to show that this is true, okay? So, using the idea of this definition for antiderivative. Of course, this equivalent here, together with the plus c, I'm talking about this side here, would stand for our f of x, the capital letter 1. And of course, we have our f of x, the lowercase earlier, as x to the power of n. Let's show that when we plug that in this form here, it would be equivalent to our f of x, which is x to the power of n. And if it is true, then this power rule is true and will be used for other examples later on. So let's try to have it here. This is the proof now for this rule. The derivative of your f of x, which is x to the, let's have here a function, okay? So you have x to the power of n plus 1 over n plus 1 plus c with respect to x, okay? Let's hope that this will result to our f of x, which is x to the power of n. Now take note, when we try to remember the derivative of a certain function, we are going to use here the power rule for differentiation, therefore the derivative. We are going to take out the exponent n plus 1, right? You have your x to the power of your n plus 1 minus 1. And of course, it already has over n plus 1 originally. Plus, the derivative of any constant with respect to x is actually equal to 0. Okay, so hopefully you're following with this proof now. Okay, this is the derivative of this certain function. We bring down, okay, or the exponent will become its coefficient. Then we subtract 1 from the exponent, and of course we simply copy the rest of the items here. And again, the derivative of a constant is 0. So here we can see that we have here n plus 1 and n plus 1 in denominator. So what remains here would just be x to the power of n plus 1 minus 1. Of course, that's 0, which would be simplified to x to the power of n. And this is equivalent to our f of x, the original given function here. Since we have satisfied this condition for the antiderivative of the function using the concepts provided by this rule, then this rule for power rule will then be applicable for the rest of the examples and true here from here onwards. This is the power rule for antidifferentiation. Thank you very much for watching. So what are you waiting for? Subscribe now.